Yes, 2 hours.
Really, I'll tell you how I do it, okay? And really, any way you do it is fine. But the way that I do it is, first of all, I look at the conditions that you have, you know, where there are trees, where there are structures and stuff that give shade. And the shade that you need to know about is midsummer, okay? So it can be in shade all winter long, but if in the summer it's sunny, then that's the one that you need to know. Here, this is the evergreen currant. And what these are really good for, most people use them as a ground cover, but I like them most as an espalier on a fence. You just weave them into a fence and you'll cover the fence completely. Another one that I like to use a lot is the red twig dogwood. This is a teeny weeny little one. They're beautiful both with leaves and without them. Without them in the wintertime, when they're bigger, they get bright red, the stems, in the winter. So when the leaves turn gorgeous colors. The buckeye, it's going to need to grow into full sun pretty quickly. And they can take moisture, they can take dry, they're very, very adaptable. Some of these can take some shade, like this here. This one, I wish it was flowering right now. This is one, if you've seen the museum job that we did, there's a lot of these in it. This is the Plumas Purple Aster, and it's a Pacific aster that we found in Plumas County about 12, 15 years ago, and it has really beautiful flowers. And it's locally native, grows here, grows in San Francisco too, grows here in the hills, grows up on Mount Diablo, and it's the coast silk tassel. And a fantastic wildlife plant are the elderberries, the blue elderberries. I love these. I use red elderberries in areas that stay moist, but I really like the blue elderberry. They can get quite large. There's about 160 different types of manzanitas, or 180 in the world, and 160 of those are found only in California. Anyways, these generally Arctostaphylos manzanita get to about 15 feet. 12 to 15 feet over time. This one is one that can take shade or sun. This is the Nummularia one, or the Fort Bragg manzanita, and this one looks great in containers too, and it can take quite a lot of shade. The Ceanothus, which there are 55 different kinds, and they're like the manzanitas. They can be a very short carpet to a tree, to a pretty good size 20-25 foot tree. Manzanitas, then Ceanothus. Then I do the sages like this one here. This is one of the purple sages. This one is Amethyst Bluff, and what I like about Amethyst Bluff a lot is that it looks good year round. Okay, the Cleveland sages look spectacular for about a month out of the year, maybe a month and a half, 2 months even sometimes. Buckwheats are also every size you can imagine, every color you can imagine. And I love using buckwheats. They also have that iconic California look for me. So, and I use a lot of other different plants too, but I start with these 4 groups of plants. Okay, manzanitas, Ceanothus, sages, and buckwheats, and then I go and I expand from there. One of my absolute favorite plants in the last couple of years that I use in every garden is this here. It's the cobweb thistle. It's cobweb thistle, and it's a biennial. It doesn't live more than 1.5 years, 2 years, okay? But they reseed beautifully. We have them coming up all over our sidewalk strip and in the garden here.
Thank you.
Nice crowd. And I'm always available.